Oh, no, that I might have touched the in broadcast thing the other day, but I think it just leaves left studio because it
Well,
would
you
have
were still
would
there
have
and you were able to come back, so you probably
yes.
didn't end the broadcast.
Yeah, I had to shut my browser down and open it back up and get back into StreamYard because that's what happened.
Huh.
I may have had it clear up where it closed the browser. That may have been what it did.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're glad everybody's here. Let me see what you're doing here. Let me see.
Well,
Ooh.
I just wanted to show a couple of things. This is the first thing. This is a postcard that Hannah painted, and she wasn't happy with the heels, and so she gave it to me.
Oh, well, there's your Fibsville thing
I
for
told
you.
her, I said, this is what you see, and then you see the birds. And the
Yeah.
sky is, back there as a good backdrop. This is kind of incidental. You don't even notice it. So it's perfectly fine with me.
Oh, yeah, I
And
think
she's
it's
got a
gorgeous.
little stream.
I noticed the little river down there.
Yeah.
Hi, Mindy. Hi, Brittany. So, well,
Hi,
that's awesome
Mindy. Hi,
because
Brittany.
now you have your Fibs art for your
And
and
it's
your
on a
postcard
postcard.
and your postcard. Yay!
So I'm happy. I don't have
Yeah,
anything in my scavenger hunt book yet. I just have stuff stuck in there like that, you
yeah.
know.
Well, that works.
And this is going to
Um,
be, I'm going to stick it in there right now. So, oh,
Dana,
you know
did you
what?
get to go home from the hospital? I hope so. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Dana. Hi, Janice. Hi, Barbara. Brittany. Mindy. Oh
Well, it
yeah.
will barely fit. I was
That
afraid
it.
maybe it wouldn't even fit.
Oh, it'll fit. You'll get it in there. Of course, we don't like our own stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Sharon. So,
The other thing I wanted to show y'all was I found these at Walmart for
oh, you're kidding.
5.97.
Gold, silver, and white. Are they the
Yeah.
broad tipped ones?
Let's see. Yeah, bold. 1 millimeter.
Okay, I think that's what the white ones that I really like are bold. Is it bold or broad? Mine says broad, but
This says bold.
hmm.
Bold, vivid, brilliant. Bold,
Okay.
1.0 millimeters.
Well, that's cool.
Anyway, I looked on Amazon to see, to compare. And
Yeah.
the only thing they had in a set like this was $8.99, but it came with a little thing of Post-it notes. I was like, well, I'd rather pay $5.97 and not get the Post-it notes.
Yeah,
So
five
Walmart,
ninety seven. That's only $2 a pin,
I know. I was
which is
impressed
yeah.
because in the past I've paid
Um,
like $5 or $6 for one when I just wanted a white one.
yeah. Oh yeah, I've paid several dollars for a white one. Um, Dana says she does get to go home in a little bit. Yay!
Yay!
Hi,
I'm
Holly.
happy. Hi,
Uh-oh.
Holly, Barbara, Sharon, Janice, Linda. Who else did I miss? I missed everybody almost.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're sick. But yeah, Lisa, that's awesome.
The other thing that I wanted to, oh, Holly, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, hon. I wanted to show y'all, I told you about these magazines, and this one's just stuck in the back. It's not locked in, so I'm going to use it to show you, but I was going to see how many of them there were in here. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like there's about 12 or 13 of them in here, and I paid 50 cents for it. Or a dollar, one or the other, 50 cents or a dollar. It's
Oh,
hardback, so
that
it's probably a dollar.
yeah.
But these are what the magazines look like. They're from 1968, at least this one is.
Oh, those will be oh, look at the ads. I
I
love the
know.
ads. Hi, Sherry. Well, you're very welcome, Dana. Oh, look at that lady.
What a jolt, Ben. But can you make it last? Non-burning nitroform, whatever that is.
Probably some kind of fertilizer. But
Yep,
you need
that's
a
what it is.
cartoon. You need a cartoon, right? I mean,
Oh, that's true, and that would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to take it right now because it's just fun. I'm going to go ahead and take the words. Not all of them, just the title words, not the article. All right, there we go.
If it's still published, Janice, that's the thing. I don't even know if that magazine's still published.
I don't know either. I didn't even know it ever was a thing. I just happened to find these. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and stick that in my book too. I can actually make a page here one of these days. I have done pretty much nothing. Okay,
Yeah, for your scrap. That's all right. So you got lots of time till April.
I know. I'll get it done. Anyway, I knew I had promised to show y'all that, so Ethan was kind enough to bring it inside for me today. It's been just sitting out in the car in a box of other
Mm.
books.
Mm.
And I didn't bring one of those out here to show you, but there were 10 books. The other thing I
Wow.
wanted to show you was I'm using scrapbook paper that is not cardstock because the paper I had I didn't like was not cardstock. So I've glued them two together. But I tried to glue this one together by putting glue all over it
Mm-hmm.
and then putting it down, and that did not work. You see all these wrinkly spots?
Yep.
But these, I used my glue stick and I did a strip here, and then I put it and I used my bone folder and glued it down real good. And then I pulled this back and did this much and put it down real good and pulled it back and did this much and all the way across. And these three turned out good. And so now they're about the weight of cardstock. So that's what I'm going to start with. This one, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let it
Yeah, I
go.
was gonna say let it go. It's not that important.
Anyway,
Um, Mindy's
these,
got
these,
9
these are the
cards
three
on
I'm
them.
going to work on today.
Awesome. Well, I have to show you that I
Well,
did
make
not do
yourself
this.
big because I don't need to be big anymore. Oh, you did. Okay,
I
sorry.
did.
I
I
jumped
did
away.
not. I did not do this ahead of time. This was in my mountain. Okay. Um, I don't know when we did this, why we did this. It's, perfectly good. It's exactly what we're going to do today, other than it is not finished, which is fine. But I mean, I've already got one piece started for postcards, whatever. Uh, but it was in my mountain over there. So, and the only reason I'm using this is not really very heavy cardstock. This is from those Michaels paper pads. But
Yeah.
it's heavy enough that I know that it will, with Mod Podge and papers on top of it, it will be plenty thick
Yeah.
enough.
It's heavier than these
Um,
were, though. These were very
yeah,
lightweight papers. So,
yeah. If you've got lightweight papers, then they might need to be stuck
but I
together.
didn't like
So,
these patterns. It's not something I would probably use. And there were three of them in the pad. So I
uh-huh.
took two of each one. I left one just in case I was wrong and I might need one
Yeah.
someday.
Hmm.
So I took two of them, each one, and did this.
Yeah.
But one good thing, and I probably will not do it because if I'm going to make postcards, I want them to be completely covered in another layer. But you wouldn't have to cover the whole thing. You could let part of this be, background layer.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Um, they're not so bad that if you had some kind of background over it, it would, or pieces over it, wouldn't be too bad. These
Right.
would be just, kind of, the whole thing about this is that the words are just too big.
Yeah. The leaves though, it could be fun letting some of the leaves poke through or the flower
Yeah.
or, you know, you could, but that doesn't mean you need to. If you're making
Well,
postcards,
and
they probably ought to be relatively
yeah, the same thickness. And like
yeah,
these, I could cut those little pieces out, but it kind of wastes the paper.
yeah.
And I could use the bottom half of this, so there's pieces I could use. It just seems like such a waste. Um,
Hi Jen. Glad you're here. Hi Sherry.
especially like this one.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, I sorted this. Hi, Jen. I sorted my scraps this last week
Oh,
by
you did good.
well, there's still a section of basket I didn't get sorted, but by thickness, because I have a drawer that like this that is cardstock weight, and that's not going to work for this.
Yeah.
So I
I have
kind of
this, and everything is in there. And it
yeah.
is, I'm not sure I can even show you how big it is, but, and stuff's piled on top.
The other thing I did, Lisa, was to take out these drawers are the small bits.
Yeah.
I have a basket that's the big stuff, or half sheet or bigger, and that way I can use them for other things. Because it was just too much to try to figure out how to divide them. But I think
Yeah.
this way I will be able to use them better. That's my thing, is that I have
Making it
to
more
be able,
usable.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, see what Barbara's saying here. I'm sort of following Miss Lennox and pasting the prompts on pages all through last year's phone message book. That's cool. I don't have a phone message book. Um, it would be a fun thing. I just have a mom so and so called, and this is what they said. That's my message book.
Yeah, yeah. So the other thing is that in the last few months I managed to ruin my brush I loved so much for my Mod Podge.
Uh-huh.
And this really sweet friend of mine sent me 2 brand new brushes for Mod Podge. And do you know that I can't find them?
I believe it because I'm sure there's a lot of things you've sent me that I can't find because they're in a pile or in a
Yeah,
box still somewhere.
yeah. I know that you sent them, but I can't. I looked for them today and I can't find them. So
Well,
I'm
you'll
not
be
going
happy
to
when
use
you
them.
find them because they work really good.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to use this one. It's a giant brush that Jeff cut off for me. I don't like really long handled brushes. I don't. I guess it's because I don't actually paint with them. But that
Yeah.
long handled brush just seems to get in the way.
Yeah, I don't like them either. And that's one of the things I liked about this one. It's really squatty.
Yeah. Well, Jeff took them off for me. He cut off the handles and then took them out and sanded them
Yeah.
so
Looks
that I
great.
have squatty, fat, big brushes, because these were from a cheap set somewhere along the line. So,
Okay, I guess we need to start, huh? I tell you what I did this morning. I
what?
actually refilled my Mod Podge thing, and I may have put too much water in it. Well,
Uh-oh.
it feels better now. When I both my glue and my Mod Podge were really thick, so I put about this
Oh.
much water in there. And so it may be too thin. I don't know.
Well, I just realized I, for some reason, only have one Mod Podge bottle.
Well, I'm going to have to use Mod Podge because my glue and my Mod Podge are both getting thick, and I don't want to waste them. So we need to do a lot of Mod Podge projects.
Well, this is my other one, and I guess the reason I didn't have it up here is because it is almost empty. I am going to have to make Mod Podge, though, because I have to have some to take with me.
Brittany, one thing, if you're talking about Janet Young's scavenger hunt, one thing she said you can do is draw the things. And I think that's what Hannah's planning to do with most of them is draw the things rather than finding them. Anyway, it's just an idea. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and use a mixture. I've got these things that they're not well, it's kind of cardstocky. It's 28 pound paper rather than so it's not really cardstock, but it's thicker than normal.
I think that will probably work just fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to use them. So
okay, I'm going to need a napkin. That much I know. I'm going to need a napkin.
I haven't decided yet how particular I'm going to be about size of pieces. I don't know.
I'm going to just kind of stick them on there, but I'm going to try to not overlap them terrible, because if you overlap them too much, you get bumps. But I have all these little tiny pieces, so I'm going to use them. Now that does mean that it's going to overlap. Lisa, me too. Tell Hannah I'm planning to draw the things.
Oh, good. She'll be glad to know she's not the only one. Of course, to be honest, she doesn't mind being the only one doing things a certain way. She's kind of like her mama. She doesn't mind that.
She just does it the way she wants to do it, and that's fine.
But I'm just glad that she's gonna try to do it with me.
Yeah.
I don't think she started yet either, but we've been collecting some stuff.
Well, I have to tell y'all that there's been a very interesting post date for the last couple of days. I didn't realize that yesterday was no mail. So Jeff started out yesterday morning. He did remember before he got down the road that yesterday had no mail. So I had all of my packages set to be mailed yesterday from the Streamathon. And PayPal has this new kind of what do you call it, shipping thing that it's got all of a sudden. He got up to the post office this morning, and 2 out of 6, 7, 8 of my packages were gonna go. So he sent those 2. The others he had to bring home, and I had to redo them. I had to pay for new labels. It's not a very happy morning.
You didn't have to pay postage again, did you?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
That's just wrong.
Well,
it's just wrong.
Now, I just, it was that or have him take them to the post office and have them tell me, because he already took them, and the lady said, well, I can't mail those, they're not right. And I'm like, okay, everything on the website said they were right. It's not like I haven't mailed packages before.
Yeah.
But yours and Jen's gonna end up drawing a lot for that book too. You're not the only ones. Hi, Vanessa. Oh, kind of tiny space. Did you number yours, Barbara? Okay. Your box, Lisa, and Bishop's box, because Bishop's went out in a box, I think. Is who's went out in a box. And those went fine, but the ones I had packaged in envelopes, even though everything on the website said it was right, they didn't go. So
did they tell you what it was that was wrong about it?
Well, she said, well, there's no tracking number, et cetera, et cetera. Well, when you send an envelope, if it's more than 1/4 of an inch thick, it's not an envelope anymore. It's a package.
Right.
Or a large envelope. So I put on it that it was a large envelope, but she said that wasn't right. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Just anyways, he's going to a different post office.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. I had to have him put I had to put new labels on them. So under. I copy and pasted the list into a Word file. And say a page of or use a. Okay.
Nope.
By the way, I don't worry about what do I want to say? I don't worry if I get wrinkles. Wrinkles don't bother me because, it's going to happen. They seem to go through the post office okay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fall on the floor just because you're. The other thing
That's
is,
a good idea, Barbara. I wish I had thought to alphabetize them. I have to just run through the list every time and try to
and
find
look
this or
for
try
it.
to find
Yeah.
that.
The other thing is that remember you're going to cut this up. So if I use a bigger piece, it will be all right. And I think my camera is as far out as it's going to get. Let me double check it. Yeah, it's as far out as it's going to get. So
I can't decide which way I want this to go.
uh-oh, that's not good.
No, it's not because I'm going to be wasting glue here. I'm going to have to come back and add some more glue in a minute. But I think I've decided I want it to go this way over here.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's a little blue shadow right there because I missed. Oh, well. I'm not worrying about it. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Good to see you here.
And I hope we have said hello to everybody. I hope we haven't missed anyone.
If we have, we're glad you're here. If we've missed you.
If we've missed you, we sure are. Okay, here's all those little pieces. I knew I had a whole pile of those little pieces.
I don't know why I've decided I'm putting 3 of everything on this page. It's not like it really matters.
It's just one of those things, Lisa. It's just one of those things,
It just makes me feel like I'm doing it right.
Uh-huh. There you go. Uh-huh. It's that, and like I said, we're going to cut this up, so it's like, okay. It's not one of those things that's going to matter in the end if it's got a big piece or a little piece. Now this one you can kind of right now see through it, but I'm sure it won't stay that way.
Yeah.
And
I
these
am going to have to get off at 4:30 to go get Hannah,
okay.
just so you know. I
Okay.
figure that's what time you wanted to get off anyway, but
Yes, I have been getting off at 4:30 because my back has not been handling sitting in this chair very well. So I haven't been staying on as long as I sometimes used to.
yeah. Well, y'all are probably going to hear my phone because
That's
right
all right.
these days I have to have it available.
Yep.
Um, in case Hannah needs to get to me or any myriad of other people that I'm having to deal with right now. Um, anyway, hopefully it won't become a big issue.
I'm sure it won't. It will be just fine, dear. No, not to worry. Mine does that.
Well,
Jeff
it
not in
bugs
the house.
me when I have to listen to it, in the background of my um just my work and much less my videos that I'm doing.
Oh,
So I've
yeah.
always just left it in the house. But now I can't. So
Yeah. Mom life. That's right. That's what it is. Hmm. Well, and I don't like to leave mine somewhere else when Jeff's not in the house, when he's out somewhere. Especially the fact that, he doesn't seem to know how to keep himself from falling off ladders and all that good kind of stuff.
yeah.
Of course, today he's out in the world, which makes it even worse. We got out of the car last night. Jeff's birthday was yesterday, everybody. So we had gone out to dinner and we got out of the car and um I I looked down and there is a big old hole in his tire, or dent, not really a hole, but a dent in his tire. And I'm like, Jeff, what did you do to your tire? He said, what do you mean? And I showed it to him. He goes, my gosh, I have no idea. I had the tires looked at a week and a half ago. It had to have happened since then. I'm like, he's got this chunk taken out of the sidewall of his tire. So he had to go out this morning and have it looked at. It's fine, but at the same time, it's like, okay, no more ruining those silly tires because they're way too pricey.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, so now we got to start saving money for new tires.
Well, and they're not normal tires either. They're those great big you should keep it handy all the time, like a pocket.
Well, that's what I tell my kids. You need to. The reason I bought you phones was so I could get a hold of you. So keep it on you. And then here I
Yeah.
go and try, hard not to.
Yeah, yeah. We know. Uh-huh.
But it's different.
Yes, it's different.
It's
Uh-huh.
always different when it's you.
Well, Jeff used to keep his turned off. I just it's like I'm gonna take your phone away from you if you don't turn it on. That just is annoying.
What's the point of having it?
That's right.
If nobody can get a hold of you, me in particular.
Yep, yep, yep. Uh-huh. Now I did pull kind of what shall I call it? Earthy vintagey papers on this one. Mostly because I have an idea where I'm gonna go with this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have I have an idea that I want to I've got some leftover pieces of napkin. And I think I'm going to put leftover pieces of napkin on this. Oh, that was good. I cut it too small. There we go. It's all right. On this particular sheet. So I purposely made it kind of creamy.
That'll be good though. Um,
Hmm.
I'm just
I think so.
doing as close as I can to grabbing and gluing.
Yeah. Well,
I can't do it completely. I'm just not built that way, but I'm doing as close as I can to that.
I am just pulling out the creamy pieces. That's that was about it. That one fit? Yeah, that one fit.
I'm surprised this brush still works as much as I mash it around when I'm doing this.
That I mashed that last one around something fierce. What did it in was being left in the water and having the water evaporate.
Yes.
That it did the poor little brush in. Kathleen, hi Kathleen. That is what my kids say. Half the time I forget to take the phone when I go out. Oh dear. That Jeff used to do that too, and that just yep, made me grumpy.
Made her grumpy.
Yeah.
Well, I rarely forget it when I go out, but I purposely have been forgetting it when I come out here.
Yeah.
But I'm not anymore.
Oh, there they are. Oh, I just got a whole pile of these that are like little chunks of that. Oh, so that I can.
Hi, Nettie.
Hi, Nettie.
Glad you're here. It's going to have to go on the next one.
Oh, and I have to tell you, Jeff was so funny last night. I was already in bed and I was reading. He comes in and he's telling me about there's this other Jeep club that does Moab, which is where we're going for the Jeep thing, which we've tried to go for the Jeep thing several times. Anyways, but they're just like his Jeep, so they're a little bit different than just all the Jeeps. It's a Jeep group just for the CJs, which is like he has.
Yeah.
And he's telling me because this man is showing off. Jeff wanted to do this ride last year. It's called Fins and Things, and it's a trail up the mountain, of course, and you go up like this and down and up like this and down over these Oh, Nettie, thank you so much. I didn't. Oh, thank you. That's
Yay,
so
Nettie. Thank you for blessing Tanya.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Wonderful.
Oh, I got to do Lisa's happy dance. Let me see.
Yeah, you do.
I got to do it.
There you go.
I can't put my
I'll
hands
dance with you. I'll dance with you. Yay!
Okay. Yeah, I can't do
You got to be a little speedier.
Yeah, okay. I got to do it speedier. Oh, thank you, Nettie. That's very sweet of you. Anyways, he's telling about his wife yelling, "We're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die!" Because it's like right on the edge of everything. The whole place out there's on the edge of everything. I finally had to quit. I couldn't take any more edges last year. So, anyways, then he goes and stops in the middle of his video because they're filming from inside the car, and he opens the door and he says, "And this is where I opened the door to tell my wife, to show my wife how far down it is." And he's sitting right on the edge of a cliff, and it's like, oh, these men, I don't know. We might have to trade them in. But I told Jeff, I said, I didn't scream the whole time we were out there. I didn't do any screaming like that. I just said no more.
Yeah.
He said, I know. So we're going to go this year, and I'm going to sit at the camper and read a book.
That sounds good.
So I actually ordered a huge book. So he says, you're going to read that while I'm gone? I watch some of those on TV. They are scary, as you know what they are, Janice. Hi, Miss Kirsten or Kristen. I'm not sure whether it's Kirsten or Kristen.
I
Okay.
think it's Kristen.
Jacqueline is at it's Kristen. Okay. Jacqueline is asking what we're doing. We are making large 12 by 12 sheets that we will, this one is already done, that we will eventually cut up into 6 4 by 6 postcards that we can decorate and do whatever we want to. I may decorate some of it before I cut it up, is my plan.
I don't have a plan.
Well, like I said, I have those, what do you call it? Napkins, pieces of napkin that
Yeah.
were in my scrap bin that I'm probably going to use over the top of this one, but not until it gets dry. So that may not happen until Thursday, because I'm not putting napkin into this wet stuff because it will tear all up. That much I know. Did we finish the composition books already?
Nope.
Lisa didn't finish hers, and I didn't finish mine.
Still working on it though.
Yeah, it's not like we won't work on it again. We just decided that we wanted to do something else with our scraps. Uh-oh, I threw that one on the floor. Oh, and that would be a good one for right up there. So,
I don't like this white stuff on the edge. So I try to do as many pieces as I can without it. But sometimes like right here,
mm-hmm.
I forgot, and here and here. This paper, I didn't do a good job of.
Okay, well, we have those Stabilo all things.
Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I
So
thought. We can
that
fix it.
I probably will do some of that.
I will do that or ink tints or something.
Or intense, yep. I have one little spot left. One spot.
Ooh, you're good. I have 3 spots left.
I have to find something though that's just a little bit different, because that I don't want to have exactly the same. So we will use this piece of paper. Okay. And put it right there. But we have to have some fib art for our scavenger hunt. And so we also have to have a postcard for our scavenger hunt. So we thought we would make some postcards that we could swap for our scavenger hunt. Okay, that one's done. I'll show you. It's very boring. That's all.
I like it.
I like it too, and it will work perfect to put napkins over the top of later.
Yeah.
And I did prep my floor. We got about 2 feet of snow. Oh, Brittany, you can keep it. Oh, did I tell y'all? Sunday, it snowed. just north of us.
You did tell us. That was cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that it was north of you.
It's cool that it
You
was
didn't have to
here.
deal with it.
Yeah, it was frosty out this morning. It was only 31 degrees when I had to get ready to leave. I had to be at the stupid old doctor's office at 7 o'clock this morning. Okay. That napkin just caused a major mess. That's what happens when it's sticky. How is Santa? Santa is wonderful. I sent the postcard to you, Tanya. Oh, Kathleen, thank you. Is your address in what do I want to say? Is it in one of the groups?
Facebook group.
One of the Facebook groups? Okay, Nettie says Nettie wants snow. Okay, well you can have it. I can pass on that.
I would like to
Where
have moisture of any kind, except I don't want it to be dangerous.
yeah, that's it. But Nettie, Santa's doing great. He had a migraine that day of the streamathon, but he got over it by the evening. He's had a couple of headaches. Barbara, I had to be at the doctor's office at 7 o'clock this morning. I had to have my boobies squished, is what happened. It's that time of year. So I passed on a Zoom class at 7 o'clock yesterday morning because my clock doesn't have a 7 a.m. spot on it. Oh, okay, Kathleen's is in Tibbsville. Okay.
Okay, that one's done.
Oh, wait, let me
I
see.
like it. Well, I don't know if
Oh,
you
I
can see
love
it
it.
any better big, but
Yeah, it just means you can see it. It sees it a little bit.
I think it'll work. This one might be kind of boring right here.
Not when you put some kind
Or,
of you
yeah.
gotta put some kind
Well,
of
if I do them this way, I don't
focal
know. I'll
point.
have to see.
If you can't do them that way because that'll make your music the wrong direction and it'll bother you.
You're right. It will. And this would be the wrong direction. So they'll have to go. They'll have to go like this.
Yeah, they have to go that way.
Because that's who I am. Okay,
Hi,
now I gotta try
Barb.
to find a place to lay these. Y'all have no idea how hard that is.
Yeah, that I found floor.
I don't have any floor. I don't have any floor. Maybe that's what I need for Christmas is some floor.
Okay, I don't know where we're gonna get it, but
Me either.
oh,
I don't know where I'm gonna get it either, but
Nettie, I'm sorry it wasn't good.
okay, you can put us back little.
Oh, I did. I need to put you back a little. Yep. Okay. Sorry.
Yep. That's all right.
Brain. No brains. Um, I like that piece of paper.
Well, I still have one.
Okay.
I didn't, there were, like I said, most of these papers there were 3 of, and I just used 2 of them. So I don't hate them, any of them. I just don't love them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Stop falling out of there. And we may have to jelly print soon because I didn't realize how low I am on jelly prints, on whole sheets of jelly prints.
Yeah.
I went to get some out for something today, and I am truly and honestly kind of low on jelly prints, which is kind of weird because,
I'm going to have to mute for a minute. Sorry.
that's okay. Dad is still in the hospital, and so apparently has. Oh dear, Barbara, I'm so sorry. Hi, Brenda. Nettie put paper she doesn't like in her scavenger hunt book, and that she's covering up. And that's a good way to work it. That is a good way to work it. I don't want giant pieces of any one thing, but I also don't need to make them tiny because, like I said, we're going to cut these up later. So let's start with these. I'm not low on jelly prints, but I'm always ready to jelly print. Well, Lisa was going to jelly print last night if she got to come on. She asked me if I wanted to play with her last night, but yesterday was Jeff's birthday, and I knew I was taking him out to dinner, so I knew I would be late. So I said I couldn't really do it. And I was thinking, oh, I don't need jelly prints. And then this morning, I went to get some because I wanted to punch out a bunch of those really fun new leaves that I got. Not punch, but die cut. And lo and behold, I don't have very many jelly prints. So either that or I've stashed them somewhere I don't know where they're at. Now that could be the problem. I would never ever say that I haven't stashed something somewhere, just like my brushes from Lisa, because I have no idea where they're at. Always wondered what day Santa is. The 17th of January. Santa was born on the 17th of January.
Okay, sorry.
He used to get his birthday off from work. That was always a fun thing. Because it's very often the same as MLK Day, see, and they take that for the day off. So he used to get his birthday often quite a bit. You okay?
Yeah, just getting a sweet hug from my son.
Aww. That is one sweet child.
It is. He is. He's a pretty good kid. I love him.
Yeah, you'd love him even if he wasn't a good kid.
Oh, I probably would. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. But
Yeah.
but that's beside the point.
Yeah, that's true. Because mine's ornery as heck. I love him anyways.
Well, he can be ornery, but
Yeah, I just think that's in their nature. That's in their DNA.
I think so. But right now, he knows how much I need his hugs, and so he offers them to me freely right now.
Aww.
Which is kind of a new thing, actually. I've always had to ask before. He always gave it to me before, but I had to ask.
You had to ask. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I actually have a plan for this one too, as far as the some of the next layer, but I didn't get it cut out. So it'll have to wait till I get it cut out. You never need an excuse to jelly print. Oh, well, that's true. You like calling him Santa, not Jeff. Hi, Riri. I just realized you were there. I got a Reese's Santa one. Oh my gosh. Oh, and she doesn't know where she put. You probably ate it in the night. That's what I would do. Uh-huh. Okay, Kathleen. Thank you. Um, the what was I going to say? The if it was Reese's, I would have eaten it in the nighttime. That's what would have happened at my house. I would have gotten up in my sleep and eaten it.
At least that's the story you would tell.
That's right. That's the story I would tell. She knows me so well. I was asleep, honey. I don't remember doing that.
It couldn't have been me. It had to have been an accidental, a little elf.
Yeah,
You know those ornery
I,
elves.
I didn't eat the Reese's just because it was on the counter right there where anybody could get to it, and you and
Oh, and
I.
that chocolate on the corner of your mouth.
Uh-huh. And you and I are the only ones in the house, so it had to be you. I couldn't have eaten it. This is fun. I like to slime glue.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably in your underwear drawer. Hi, Teresa. Teresa, I needed to message you. You posted something, but in the wrong group the other day. It's posted in the boat in the. It's not posted in the regular Facebook group. It's posted in my selling group. And I think it's something that it was your postcard, a piece for your postcard. So, can you can you look when you get a chance and see and maybe repost it in the regular group? I meant to message you. I've just been real busy. And I'm sorry for being busy and not messaging you like I should.
Well, you're really moving today, or I'm going slow, one or the other.
I used big pieces. Yep, leave it to me. I'm always doing something backwards. Well, it's not backwards. It's just that nobody can see it. And I've been on the internet, but just not a lot. I've been really trying to accomplish. Um, and the lemons and the oranges, I've got to take care of them soon because they're starting to fall off the tree. So it's been one of those times where I have to take care of stuff. I have to be an adult, and I don't want to be an adult anymore.
No, being an adult's not fun sometimes.
No, it's not. I know. Don't be sorry. Don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry over or be sorry over or anything. It just is what it is. That's the other thing is, Lisa, because I spent time sorting, I have all the little pieces sorted out. So I kind of.
You're not having to dig as deep as I am.
Right. Right. Yeah. It's not requiring as much um, work, actually. Rescue chocolate. When you really, really need that treat for the bad day, she'll find it. Oh, that's what it's called, huh? Okay. Now, my problem is that lately I have been I bought those here. I see I got them on my table already. Those fudge M&Ms.
Yeah.
And you know what? It wasn't even a family size bag. It was a party size bag that I bought.
Well, you were just being economical.
I guess. I don't know.
Although I have to admit, last time I was at Walmart and I was buying M&Ms, I still have a few in my bag too. But I was buying the regular ones, and I looked, and the family size bag cost less per ounce than the party size bag, and that was the only reason I got the family size bag instead of the party bag. I was really proud of
Oh.
myself. I was like, "Oh, the party size bag costs more per ounce. I'm going to get this one," and so it made me get less because I like the party size bag. It lasts longer.
Well, yeah, I mean it's been there for a while and I have eaten quite a bit of it. And I'm going to have to start being better, because
Me too. It's what I told
just
Hannah.
because.
We're gonna have sweet potato chips tonight. I slice them and she fries them in
Ooh,
coconut oil, and then put a little
yummy.
salt on them. It is like really wonderful. Anyway, we're gonna have that and some popcorn and watch a movie tonight. I said, and then tomorrow I have to be good. And she goes, okay, so the next movie we have to have cheese and lunch meat. I said, yes. For the next movie we have to have cheese and lunch meat.
Cheese and lunch meat. No, I did not remove it, but it has to be approved in that group. So that's the only reason I saw it, Teresa. Don't worry about removing it. Just make sure you repost it so everybody can see your piece of postcard because I didn't even look at it real close. That's how much I've been on the internet. I think it was the other day after my stream, and because I had been streaming and was kind of tired, I think I got off right away. Okay.
Ah, there's no place left to put my hand to hold my paper still.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that happens.
Oh, and there's a notification coming up on top of the chat.
Jen left her strawberry chocolate hearts in the other room. Well, our friends that live out north of us, and Jeff grew up with him, came over yesterday and brought Jeff a gift for his birthday. And they brought him some, I think they're Russell Stouffer's. No sugar. Well, one of the reasons I quit buying that stuff is because it had
Maltitol,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
which is just as bad for you as sugar.
Right. Well, these had stevia in them.
Oh, cool. I need to go
Yeah.
look now.
Yeah, I did not read the whole package to see, if there was other stuff, but
Yeah.
they were made with stevia. So I thought, I need to look again because
Yeah. I always look at those because I think, oh, sugar free, and then I read it and I'm like, no. When the first
oh,
ingredient's maltitol, you don't want them.
mhm. So, but it says right on the package that they're made with stevia. So I will have to get some more and take a look. Did you ever have those chips that were calling you, Tanya, the other day? Oh, Jen, I've eaten about half the bag. I actually made more chip dip to go with them. It's bad. That, candy, I can eat just one or two pieces and be fine. When it comes to chips and popcorn and salty stuff, I can't leave that stuff be. I will eat it until it's gone. That's, I never take the bag of chips to my chair because if I do that, I can guarantee that none of it will be coming back. It will all disappear. because I will eat the whole thing. We took Mom out to dinner Friday night. She really enjoyed it, but she still can't say the name of the restaurant. Everybody's been asking her where she went to dinner because a lot of the residents don't get to go out. So they were all, kind of a little envious, but they were like, "Oh, your children took you out to dinner," and so they've been asking her where she went. She said, "Tanya, she called me. How do I say the name of that restaurant?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, Mom. The Neris brothers." I said,
What was
"Just
it
tell
called?
them to look up Faneris brothers.
Daenerys.
Faneris, yeah. It's spelled FOU. It always takes me a while to find it when I go to look it up because it's spelled kind of odd.
I don't know. I always tear these backwards. I know it needs to go like this to cover that spot. So I
Uh-huh.
tear it and then it's like this. Like, is my brain right-handed and my hands are left-handed? What's the deal here? Very frustrating.
Speaking
Is
of,
it
I'm going to get chips, cocoa. No cocoa powder. Have to get some next grocery trip. Okay. And Brittany's going to get chips and dip. Mm-hmm.
I
Yes,
just stick
Dana,
with
it
it.
is. But also, some of the residents that live with Mom, they have wonderful families, but taking the residents out is more difficult because Mom is still pretty much capable of taking herself out if she had could drive, she could call a taxi and get in a taxi and go out, where um a lot of the residents, if they don't have someone to help them in and out of their wheelchair and that kind of thing, then they can't get in and out. So it's easier now. Some of the residents that live up there with Mom still have their own cars at the place. So there's one gentleman up there who has the cutest little puppy, and he has his own car and he comes and goes, but he didn't want to have to cook for himself and clean his apartment. So he moved in up there and he gets
Well,
3
by
meals
the
a
time you're
day.
that age, you should have the right to do that. Have
That's
somebody else doing those things.
doing those things for you. My
Why
aunt,
bother with the mundane things if you can just enjoy the other things? If you
that's
can
right.
afford to do it, go for it, I say.
Well, and that's it. It's all about affording to do it because having somebody else cook your meals costs money. As long
Yep,
as you
it
can get
does.
out, enjoy, take. Yep, that's it, Dana. Um, I like chips and applesauce. No, Kathleen wants popcorn. There you go. Um,
Chips and
you
what did she
know,
say? Applesauce. That's what I
chips
thought
and
she said.
applesauce, and that kind of sounds good because salty applesauce would be very good. Okay, so there's that one. Just a minute, I'll make it big. Wait.
Ooh, I like
There we
it.
go. Yep, there's that one. Now this, I have a different. I'm not gonna put napkins over the top of it, but I have a different idea, different plan. How long do I have to
I'm
wait
just
for that,
proud of you that
Lisa?
you have a plan. I have no plans. No plans. Just winging it.
Barbara wants to know how long she has to wait for that. Actually, I'll never be able to afford it, and that's the only way Mom can afford it is because we sold our house. If we hadn't been able to sell the house quickly and efficiently, she couldn't have afforded it. Thanks, Barbara. Okay, let's clean this up again. But I had trouble with that the last time. Let's use a baby wipe. Sometimes either the sugar or the cocoa package has a recipe. Last time I made it, I used one bowl recipe in microwave. I don't know what they're making, but I know that that they needed cocoa, so just add some corn syrup, but not all. Oh, some add corn syrup. I don't know what they're making. Okay. Windex does not clean up Mod Podge very well. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, but I've never. Well, I don't even buy Windex anymore, so
I don't either, but Jeff does, and that's what's in the spray bottle. Now, the orange vinegar is sitting on the counter. I need to strain it out, and that will go in a spray bottle when I get it finished. I was out of that from last year. Last year I made lemon vinegar though, I think.
oh, that sounds good.
Well, last year, okay, I'm ready to sew my little scavenger book. Oh, they're making fudge. Okay. Um, okay, I will tell you how I make fudge. There's this stuff, this horrible stuff that's really bad for you called frosting. And I buy dark chocolate frosting. You know the kind in the little plastic can?
Yeah.
And you mix it and this equal amounts of peanut butter together. And you just microwave it just a little bit so it'll mix all up together. And then you put it in the refrigerator. Oh, it's good fudge. It is really good fudge. It really is.
Well, peanut butter and chocolate, two great tastes that go great together.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, yummy, yummy, yummy. And I keep those things for when I'm desperate. I
Yeah.
can usually just eat a spoon of peanut butter and I'm all right, or a peanut butter and a couple of what do you call those things? Those chocolate chips. I can eat, take a little spoon of peanut butter and eat a couple of chocolate chips if I'm really desperate. But sometimes you gotta have fudge. Yeah, it's just and there's recipes online for it. You can make other kinds of fudge, like it'll tell you how to make different kinds of fudge with that kind of frosting. I've never made anything but chocolate peanut butter just simply because I have no desire to eat anything but chocolate peanut butter. If they would put Reese's Easter eggs in a bag, I would have to buy, the whole shelf full because the Easter eggs taste better even than Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay. Lisa, this one is a little tropical looking. I think it's
Well, the oranges and yellows and greens, yeah, those are kind of tropical colors.
Janice says, just eat the frosting by itself. Been there, done that. Yeah, rescue chocolate, icing in a tub. That's right. And it keeps, it keeps for a couple of years. You can buy a container of frosting and it'll keep on the shelf for a long time.
It's part of your survival food.
Yep. When Jeff built my pantry shelves, he was like, and how much room do I need? And I'm like, oh, you got to fill up the whole wall. I want the whole wall filled up. I was tired of crawling under the island to get to my vegetables is the deal.
I don't blame you.
So
I don't want to crawl under anything to get to anything.
I said, I need you to. Now look, this is a almost brand new napkin. Almost a whole napkin right there. Let's see what we got here. Putting frosting on my grocery list. Hi, Phoebe. That's Margie. That's Margie. Hi, Margie. Have you had peanut butter? Just a minute. Have you had it moved? Peanut butter ice cream. I think that's what she said. Peanut butter ice cream, not the Reese's one. No, I've never had peanut butter ice cream that I can think of. Chocolate is a good thing along with water to have in your car in snowbound areas will help you to stay warm. Um, I kept candy bars and water when we lived in South Dakota. Jeff, we had tubs that he would swap out for summertime or wintertime when we lived in South Dakota because I was traveling so much by myself. And the winter tub was way bigger because it had sleeping bag, extra hats and mittens. Uh, there were those kind of boots that, oh, those green rubber boots, you know what I'm talking about? They're like rain boots because, if you didn't put your boots on when you left home, which you should have done. So anyways, and there was always chocolate bars so in the spring when he swapped them back out again, we got to eat a lot of chocolate because there were chocolate bars. But okay, this Lisa's very quiet.
Sorry.
That's all right. She's concentrating. I shouldn't bother her. She's concentrating.
That's okay. You're not bothering me. I just sometimes am needing to be quiet. I don't know.
I figured since this one was dry, I might go ahead and put another layer on it just to see what it would look like.
That sounds like a plan.
Just get it one step closer to one step closer to cutting it up. Okay, now here's the problem. Remember that this is going to be 3 pieces. Like this. It's going to be cut in thirds. So if I put this on there like that.
That middle one would not be so pretty.
No, it would not. So I need to think about that as I put these on, either that or cut this up and put them on individually.
Right.
So that I know what they look like. Which is what I might do.
Yeah.
Because that just would not be. I mean, I've got other things I can use for. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to cut them up because I know that it won't be. This is going to get not used. Some of it's not going to get used, but that's all right. I'm going to cut it up. Cut it up.
It's really pretty, so I'm glad you're putting it on there instead of giving up on it.
Yeah. I think it might be one you sent me.
I don't know. If it is, I need to go find my napkin stash because it's really pretty.
I mean, I've used one piece of it. 6 inches. Okay, now we have to have 4 inches. 6 by 4 is a postcard. 6 by 4. And these can be mailed as postcard stamps too. So that's another point of the 6x4. And you can just send them out. You do want to try to keep them right side up if they've got a lot of words on them, though. Because, you know, they'll look funny if you don't. Oh, good. That one didn't cut.
I'm in the zone, Dana. Trying to be.
Just trying to be, huh?
Yeah. Are we going to do this again on Thursday?
Well, I
I
thought
mean, work
so
on these again?
because I mean I'm not even going to get one postcard done. Are you?
Nope.
I figured that we probably were going to get backgrounds today and maybe what do you call it? Maybe put some focal points and
Yeah.
make some postcards on. Okay, come on. Oh, well, no wonder you're not giving me any water. You're dry. Why are you dry? There.
Well, I just wanted to be sure if I
Well,
needed to do homework or if I could just. Well, I need to do some looking for stuff to go on it for homework.
yeah, I mean, I didn't, other than the napkins, I don't have any focal points or anything out here. I just sort of thought the napkins would be, the napkins were going to be the next step. So,
Yeah.
since I had them, that was the only reason that I'm going to do that is because I had them.
Got a little bitty hole right there.
Okay, can you see this? Hi, Angie.
I think that looks good.
Okay, so to run it that way across so that it goes down. That's kind of what I thought. So, all right.
Yeah.
I'm glad you stopped in to say hi.
Hi,
Linda,
Angie.
did I say hello to you earlier? I hope so. Thank you,
Hi,
Linda.
Linda. Hi, Linda. Two
It is
Lindas,
a
and I
pretty
missed you
napkin.
both.
I had a little piece of napkin that, you know, 3/4 of it that was left.
Okay.
And it was in my scrap bin, and you know that's the whole point. Trying not to have a scrap bin.
Or at least not 5 scrap bins.
Yeah, that was it. And right now I have 4. So you know, because I have.
I haven't even looked to see how many I have. Well, there's this one.
Oh, that's cool. Just a minute. Let me make it big, because it really is easier to see them when they're big. And she's right. It does look kind of tropical.
Yeah. When I added these leaves on here, that was the first orangey thing I put on. I was thinking fall, but
Mm-hmm.
it looks like it could be anything now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did both say hello. Okay.
And
Oops,
once again,
company
looking
coming.
for
Where's
a
it? Gotta go. Bye.
flat spot. Okay. I'm going to get 3 backgrounds done today, and that may be all I get done.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I got 2 backgrounds, but I already had one, so I thought I would play with this and just
Yeah, I think
see.
that's great.
You know.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Mindy. Thanks, Barbara. Okay.
Okay. Well, I
Okay.
think I better put some more over the top because if I don't, it's not going to dry right.
This is somebody's poems.
That is old.
Yep.
And that was in your scrap bin, huh?
Yep. Well, I pulled it
Scrap
out
bin
of
or
a box of papers that I had been going to do a project with and I didn't. Same with
uh-huh.
this one. And so I just threw them in here thinking I need to use them.
Yep.
And I decided this would be a good way to use them. So,
Yep. Well, I've got a bunch of I've been doing that too. Bunch of projects where either I didn't finish the project or the project just it just didn't happen or whatever. I got a bunch of bins like that too, and I did combine a bunch of them um, and start working on putting that stuff away because it's just like, okay, Janice is gonna head home from work. Paige is telling Lisa look awesome, like this idea. Oh, thank you, Brenda.
thank you. Drive safe, Janice.
Yep, be safe. Especially if it's snowing.
Yeah.
Okay. Brittany will probably have to head home. Oh, of course, Brittany may not be at work with all that snow they had. I was going to say she may have to be driving home from work too.
No, look, it's smudging.
Oh,
I love it.
that is cool. Okay, ink that old that's just now smudging.
Yep. A little bit incredible.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm going to try to cut semi straight and put this up
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Well,
When
it's
you
not
said that
perfect, but it's
Sunday, when you said it looked like you cut it, I was like, I was dying. I was like, oh yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Nope, you're
I'll
working
tell
from
you.
home. I figured as much, Brittany, when I thought about how much snow that you've got.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get this straight, so gonna just push
Well,
it
that's
off
all
the
right.
edge a little bit.
That's all right. I could do this for the next week and next month, and I still won't have used up all my scraps or all my napkins. I'm quite
Me
sure.
either. That's why I'm not afraid to do this instead of working in my book because I know I'll still have plenty of stuff to go in my book.
Oh yeah, lots and lots of scraps.
Okay.
Furnace is broken. Ooh, not fun. New word, smudging. Smudging. Uh-huh. Hadn't heard that before. Ooh, smudging. Oh, I've heard smudging. I like to smudge stuff. But I'm sorry your furnace isn't working, hon, because mine's happened to work. Like I said, when I went to leave the house at 6:30 this morning, it was 31 degrees in Florida.
Oh wait, not that.
Now we are, different kind of Florida than some parts of Florida, but
Oh, Lisa.
what did you do, silly girl?
Well, I put this glue down, and the page I wanted to put on it is going the opposite direction. And
Again.
so I had to find something else real quick to put on here.
Yeah, I don't even remember what this particular piece of paper had been backgrounded for. You know what I had done to make this background.
Yeah, what the plan was.
Yeah, what the plan was, I have no idea. Well, that's the way it's going down now. Okay. I may have just been using up scraps. I don't know. Minus 19. Not fun.
Oh,
I
that's
love
good, Lisa.
napkin when
Bring
you
your
can see
glue
all
down.
the book stuff through it, all the book all the text and stuff through the napkin. Okay. Linda said it's 31 up there now. You guys have gotten such weird cold. I haven't heard from my sister. I know that they must have gotten it, but I haven't heard from her. Is all. Barbara's got an extra book cover. I keep finding stuff in the scrap bins that, it's like, okay, I need to use this. I need to use that. I put together a bunch of little stuff for Sundays that I'm going to work on, just like those ones, just like these. I just love how this came out. I haven't finished it yet, but I just really love how that cover came out.
Yeah, it's
Well,
beautiful. And what's funny is, before you started working on it, I was like, eh. By the time you finished, I was like, oh yeah, that's great.
I knew it needed some help, but it was all those colors that just intrigued me. So, and it was just a scrappy piece of paper because it was just from where I had done the edges. So,
Well, you turned it
okay.
into something lovely.
Yeah, we got it. We got to turn our stuffs into something lovely. So, okay. So now this is a really pretty piece. And it's just like one little piece. Of course, if I did this on something where it went the other way, it might be better, but I don't. I think I'll do it this way. Okay, we got no snow. I mean, South Queens, but it's 34. You love that cover. That's your favorite, huh?
Well, it's 64 degrees here.
Wow, you got some warm weather.
Yeah. And no moisture.
Okay, I think I'm going to put this on like that and that. So that's one I'm going to do. Okay.
I like this. I think I want some of it on each one, so I'm going to
tear it up.
Yeah, I'm putting some of, I need to put some of it in the middle here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's this? What is that one? Oh, that's just an edge. That's pretty, but it's just an edge. Do we have anything that goes with it? Hmm.
I need to measure here.
What if we put that with an edge? I think that might be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I think that might be cool. So let's see here. Is this big enough? Yeah. We're going to use a scrappy. Okay. One scrappy that goes with the edge. Like that. Mostly freezing rain on Monday. Yuck. You guys can just keep all that. Okay, let's see what we got here. This might be fun. Just to have this little bit on there. Yep, I think that might be fun. Ugh, ugh, and ugh. Yep, uh-huh. You can keep it. I don't want it. Okay. Yep, yep, yep. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to have another piece of paper to lay stuff on. Okay. Oh, I don't think we want that. Okay. This won't be all over the postcard now. See, then that's part of the fun too. So then I'll have to find focal points to put on there. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Ann. Glad you're here.
I didn't even think to ask what everybody else is working on.
What are you all working on? We're asking.
Oh,
Late,
now we're
but
at
we're
yeah.
asking.
Well, Barbara's was messing with the covers that she had left over from the fairy book project.
Ah.
She said that. Better late, right? Well, I guess.
We're going to go with that.
Yeah. Barb Lynn's just staying warm. She's just having trouble staying warm, so. Oh, Sherry's working on Becky's crochet along. Kathleen's doing scavenger hunt. Linda's doing dinner. I have potato soup in the crock pot.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It will be when I get done. It's gonna have some cheese in there, and it's got
Yum.
some ham in there. So it will be potato cheese soup. I
That
had
sounds
some left.
great.
I still had some more leftover ham juice from Christmas that had been in the freezer. And if I leave it in the freezer, I swear vegetable juice and meat, bone juice, bone broth it will just multiply in there. So I have to get it out and get it used so that it doesn't multiply.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And Barbara's doing her scavenger hunt book. Took it apart and made it into 3 signatures. Uh, oh, I'll bet you Mindy said that she's doing a neurographic. It says she's addicted. She has one colored and is working on her 5th neuro drawing. Uh-huh. Yep. And Ann's was watching us, which, she is. Nettie's watching us too.
Well, we're happy you're watching us. That's
Yeah,
kind of why we're
we
here.
are.
But we like it when you're doing something along as well.
Oh, I just. Uh-huh. Okay. Watch what you do with that, Tanya. Let's see if I
What'd you
can
do?
clean it up. Oh, I Mod Podged my drawer.
Ah,
The front of the drawer, I stuck the brush a little too close. It's like, okay. No.
wasn't part
Barbara's
of your
trying to do
plan.
her 2022 scavenger hunt. Saw Lena's journal she's working on. I guess it will make a great collage. Make great collage powder. There you go. I am loving that page.
I am too. I really am. I think I'll like it better once I get rid of all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because right now
No.
it really pulls my eye there, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like I can't see the stuff I've added in because that stuff's everywhere.
Yeah. Nettie's doing garlic chicken and broccoli with noodles. Yummy. Well, when it was at Christmas time, um, I sent Jeff to Sam's to buy some things, and because I didn't want him to have to do 2 stops to get groceries, I told him to buy me potatoes at Sam's. And we don't use that many potatoes. So, needless to say, I had to I had lots of potatoes I needed to use because I don't usually buy that many potatoes at one time because we just don't use them.
Yeah.
So hence the potato soup.
Yeah, I buy potatoes for just enough for the time I'm craving them. Otherwise, if they're there, I'll cook them and eat them. So,
Well, I fix potatoes every once in a while, but not very often. Just, here and there. For one thing, I love potatoes that are fried with onions. Oh, I
oh,
love
me
that.
too.
Oh, that's one of my favorite foods. My grandma used to make that, and it was just yummy in her cast iron skillet. I cannot make them like she does, but oh, they're still good. You're in awe of both of our papers. Well, thank you very much, dear. I'm not sure that mine were all that exciting, but they're going to be fun when they get done. And I think this one's going to have some kind of a bird on it. I just think it will. That's the thing. I'm going to have to look for focal points. And that's why I thought maybe we would finish some of the postcards on Thursday because that'll give us time to find
Yeah.
some focal points. Well, Barbara, there's potatoes, onions, a couple of carrots because I put a couple of carrots in in most things. To the carrots kind of sweeten stuff, so I put a couple carrots in there. Not very much. Potatoes, onions, the ham juice. I also save vegetable juice when we have vegetables, and you know how there's so much juice in the can. And so I put the vegetable juice in there, and then there's some ham. I put a little bit of ham in there because you know the ham broth and ham, and then there's what do you call that? Fish, wild rice, and asparagus. Oh, she just cooks so much better than I do. I cook these foods that you know are easy. Although I do make wild rice quite a bit. Um, the Walmart has like a wild rice package that has a bunch of different kinds of rice in it. I like red rice and black rice and all those different nutty kind of rices. And I do make that more than potatoes, honestly. And Jeffrey would have to fetch that for me. We have those little tiny gecko lizards too. And they don't, we haven't had any in the house lately, but that's not to say that there's never been one in the house. You came home just in time, Santa. I need tea. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. Linguine with clam sauce. Oh, okay. Made salmon yesterday and mashed cauliflower. Shh, shh. Don't tell my husband. He thinks the mashed cauliflower is mashed potatoes. I tried that, but Jeff does not like cauliflower, so he knows when it's cauliflower. He will eat it. Don't get me wrong, he'll eat it, but he for some reason here recently he has decided he does not really like cauliflower. So, oh well. Because I like mashed up cauliflower too. Yummy. Minnie said ick. Okay. Brittany's going to have soup because it's warm. Yep. Like the lizards because they eat bugs. Well, yes, they do. We had the itty bittiest lizard. He was about, yeah, he was about this long. And he would get on our kitchen window at night and eat the bugs. And he was there for the longest time, but he's disappeared. We haven't seen him lately. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it. I like cauliflower just about any way there is. Nettie said, hi, Santa. But I like cheese on cauliflower. At Christmas and Thanksgiving and all those holidays when I cook for other people, I make cauliflower that has mushroom soup and cheese over the top of it. And oh, it's so good. Oh, it's good.
That sounds delicious.
It is. It's like, oh, yummy. I have learned to steam it just a little bit before I put it in the oven because otherwise the cauliflower just is a little too tough. So I steam it just a bit and then I put it in the oven and bake the mushroom soup and the um, uh, mushroom soup and the cheese over top of it. I sauteed onions and mixed it with the mashed cauliflower. Oh, yes. Linda doesn't like onions, though, but I like, yep.
I say anything with onions is better than anything without onions.
Well, but if Linda says she doesn't like onions, so,
Oh,
that
that's
could be a
different.
problem.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
Mm-hmm. Good. So,
Hannah doesn't like onions, but she likes the flavor of them. So she doesn't mind if you got, like onion powder, or if you
mm-hmm.
cook the onions in bit like in soup, we cook the onions in big chunks in the broth and then
Yep.
strain it out.
And takes it out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, Brandon was like that with celery.
Okay, I think I've about got this one done.
Okay.
Um,
I'm looking for some more pieces to.
I like this. I like it. I like it, Mikey. I like it.
I like it too. Hello, Mariah.
Hi, Mariah. Glad you're here. Sorry it took us a minute to notice you. We're concentrating.
Yeah. Brittany, I like raw onions to a point, but they don't like me. So, I have to be very careful. Like, even on a pizza, if they don't cook their onions good, oh, we can be in serious jeopardy there.
I like red onions raw, like in a salad or on a
In a
sandwich or
salad,
something.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
fun.
Okay, where did I put?
Okay, I got enough pieces to do another one.
Oh, I was hoping this would be dry enough I could cut it, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, you really want to make sure it's good and dry before you.
Yeah. So I'm trying to decide what to do now. I think I'm going to do some stamping.
Okay.
So let's put the glue brush in the water.
Because if you stamp on it, you'll just cut pieces off. So that might be a good idea.
Yeah. Because if the stamping goes off the edge, it just makes it more interesting.
That's right. Uh huh. And if you when you cut it up, it'll be all just parts and pieces everywhere.
Yeah. I'm thinking about
Barbara
using
said she
those.
tried to make a cauliflower pizza crust. It was supposed to be a no fail, but she wasn't impressed. I just love that stamp.
The circles?
Yep.
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 Me
I
too.
think
I think they'll go
I
good on here.
I think I'm gonna have to carve me one that's close. I didn't
Well,
carve
just
a
don't make it
single stamp for
identical
eh,
because this one's
what?
copywritten.
Oh, that was copywritten? Okay. Now I want to know how I'm gonna get it identical. That's the thing.
That's why I said that because there's no way.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, actually, there probably is, because I'll bet you I have the same things you have in my stash to draw circles around.
You probably do. Or I could stamp this one onto a piece of paper and send it to you, and then you'd have exactly the right thing.
That's right. I could. I bet you that I could do that. Okay, we're gonna
But I
start
bet you
weird
could
this
make it look just as good without copying it. So,
probably. Well, it will be all right one way or another. If I put this in the middle like that, it's gonna have part on this postcard, part on that postcard. This little corner will be on that postcard. So it's going in the middle.
I think that's a dandy plan.
Yeah. Rather than cutting it up and having to put down all those pieces, I'm going to put that big piece in the middle.
Thanks, Barbara. These were a lot of fun. I really like
Yeah.
them. I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to use green ink.
Uh-huh. I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
The what was I going to say? I wanted to carve some on our streamathon, but the mountain kept me from getting into my stamp carving tools. So
I
having the
understand
mount
that.
having the mountain gone is
I
a big, huge plus.
I tossed. I mean, I ended up dumping part of my mountain over trying to get past it to get to my
Get
stamp
stuff.
stuff.
Uh-huh.
So now I just have more to clean up, but eventually I'll do it.
Well, eventually I'll get mine to cleaned up, but then there's the laundry room. That's the thing. I want to try. That's a good thing to try. Well, I mean, just as long as your hands aren't shaky. That's Jeff talked to a friend of his. Was it last night or this morning? I don't remember. See how much I know. Um, it lives up in Alabama, and they found out he has Parkinson's.
Oh,
So it's not bad, which is, by catching it early, they'll be able to help it better. But
hmm. I think that's too bold.
the green,
No, just the print. It just takes over.
yeah, it is. It does. It's. I mean, it'll be all right. You can put a focal point over the top of it, but I agree in that kind of. It kind of does take over.
Yeah, so we won't be using that. I just need those things that you just kind of backgroundy stamps is what I
Yeah.
need.
And maybe it would be all right if you use some other kind of other color. We
Yeah,
need a
black or
channel called.
sepia. I just thought the green would be pretty. But I think
Yeah,
if it's lighter on there, the green will be pretty.
you're right. Yeah.
I just think that was too bold of a stamp to use.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm going to try one more with the green in these background kind of stamps.
Okay.
And then we'll see. We'll see what I think of that.
Barbara thinks coffee would be good, but we need a channel called Craft and Bake. No, you're not volunteering. Okay. All right. I have time. I have a hard time creating when my craft room is too messy. Oh, I don't. I'm perfectly good with messy craft room. It's just I can't until it gets to be beyond messy.
If I had that problem, I would never create anything
Yeah, me too. But
because getting my craft room not messy is very difficult.
yeah.
Because I would have to get rid of so much stuff that I love and want to use in order to make it that way.
Did I tell you that I told Jeff he was moving books for me, right? Because I have too many books, right? He is moving books to my new upper shelf that I have. And I said to him, there's a book sale and I really want to go. He said, he didn't say, you have too many books. He said, when is it?
When is it?
When is it? But if I do go, I am definitely not going to buy, 7 bags of books like I usually do. Of course, Mom doesn't need any books this time. I might get her some, if I see some of what I think is the newer ones of the authors she really likes, then I might get some, but she doesn't need any.
Yeah.
Even if we're going to be gone for a while, she doesn't need them. So hi, Violet. I'll mess it up, but I have to tidy before I can start something new. Now, I've been doing really well keeping this uh, space, this space here, tidied up way better than I usually do since I redid it all. Um, I think having better places to put things um, made it a lot easier to put them away. So,
The only place I keep tidy is this where I work.
well, see, and I wasn't even keeping that tidy. It kept getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
That space kept getting squashed together.
Now I do have, I'm going to show y'all. Here's a confession.
That's tidy.
That's where I throw things and hope that I only need the things that are right here because I have no idea what's back there. But that's what's under my computer.
Mm-hmm.
So that does not stay tidy, but I do want to tidy it up because I could get to things a lot better if I did. But this area here is the thing I keep clean. Everything else is a mess. It's not dirty, it's cluttered.
Oh yeah, it's about clutter. Well, I will show you my bins up here, but I have two. There's a layer. There's two layers. Define tidy. Okay. Well, the my table before I started today, Mindy, actually had all of my little pieces put where they belong. Uh-oh, I just knocked it out. But they actually had little homes in little drawers and little cubbies, and they were all put up. And it's been this particular space has been staying that way, which is really helpful because then when I come over here to do a live stream or to do something, it's kind of already, cleaned up and I don't have to start from scratch and try to clean it up but it had gotten to the point where the hole for on my table kept getting littler and littler and littler. If I stopped buying stuff, mine would be more manageable. Well, that is true. But then my hubby gave me Christmas money, so I had to go
Yep.
buy stuff.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you. Okay, this area is, I don't know.
Wait just a minute. Let me make you big.
I'm trying to see how big this is here.
Uh-huh.
So this is not quite 30 inches wide right here.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got my computer and, all of this stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this, I don't know if you can see this thing there. Okay. So that's me. That's what I'm calling tidy.
Well, that's because all of that is things that you've got to have close enough at hand to do what you're going to do with them,
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty tidy. That's pretty.
Okay.
That's
I'll
pretty.
put a background on here now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I like all of it except this.
Like I said, you can put a nice focal point over the top of it and it'll be fine. I'm sure of it. I'm positive.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I'm positive it'll be fine. That is totally how P works. She has to have everything nearby. Well, I get up a lot, but at the same time, I got to have the stuff I'm going to use nearby. So,
Well, my room is small enough
I,
that if I can get to it, it's nearby.
yeah. Lisa has a tiny space. I have a giant space, but I have no vertical space.
Yeah, all I have I have well used my vertical space.
Yeah.
I have shelves and stuff piled up to the ceiling all the way around.
But I have, Mariah, I have 8. Oh, they're 4 by 8 foot windows. Two whole walls in my studio is windows, and then there's 2 doors in a door in each of the other windows, in each of the other walls. So, um, it's just one of those things that vertical space is non-existent. But that's okay. I'm good. I'm getting it sorted out. Eventually I'll have it sorted and cleaned and step cleaning off surfaces. P fills them and promptly finds them and promptly fills them. Um, Jeff says that when he wins the lottery, he's going to build a house with furniture that is all A-frame, so that all the furniture looks like that, so that when I put something on it, it falls on the floor, and when it falls on the floor, it's considered junk, and he gets to throw it away. That's what Jeff says. Now, so far he hasn't done that, but he hasn't won the lottery either. So
Darren always told me we could take trips and we could do all these things as soon as I won the lottery, but I never bought lottery tickets, so we never won.
well, you do have to
I
buy
told him,
the
I said, "Well,
tickets.
are you telling me to go buy lottery tickets?" He said, "No." He said, "That's just a waste of money, but you can if you want." I'm like, "No,
Oh, Jeff
because I
buys
don't
one
win
every once.
things."
Oh, Jeff wins things quite often. Now he doesn't usually win the lottery. He'll maybe win, $3 or $4, enough to entice him to go buy another ticket.
Yeah. I remember with the first day they were selling lottery tickets in Texas. I went and I bought me one and Darren one $1 lottery tickets. I won $2 on one of them and nothing on the other one, so we broke even. I was like, "Well, that's good. I've done my lottery tickets now."
There you go. You've done.
I think I don't know that I've bought lottery tickets again, but somebody that he worked with, I don't remember who it was, always gives lottery tickets for Christmas. And never once have we won anything from those lottery tickets. And they give you, like a $5 one and a $10 one and a several $1 ones, and we never win anything from them. So
Yeah.
that cures my desire to go buy lottery tickets once a year at Christmas time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. I think Jeffrey just does it because it's fun. Because I don't think he ever expects to win the lottery.
Yeah.
You
And,
know.
it's kind of like going to Las Vegas. If you
Right.
consider it entertainment, then
Yeah.
it's
And
okay.
that's why we go when Jeff goes with me, that's why we go thrift store shopping. It's for
Yeah, it's
entertainment.
entertainment.
Yeah. It's
Okay, well, let's see. I don't think this one's dry enough for background. No, it's not for background stamping yet, but it sure is pretty.
yeah, it is pretty. I have to agree to that. It is pretty.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just let it sit there and look pretty, and my back's bothering me, so I'm going to stop. That stamping kind of did stuff to my back.
Okay. Well, I'm probably going to finish this one, and then maybe we should just get off. Um, I've got it slid down, and I can't move it because my table's all wet with glue.
Well, Brittany, maybe you'll win something.
There you go.
Go check them out.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, you know how that smudged
Uh-huh.
the ink, but once it dried, it doesn't
It's
really look
not,
smudged.
huh. That's interesting because the smudging is all gone.
I know, all the blue is gone. It's weird. Anyway, I think it's fun to have parts of that was somebody's poems on there.
Yeah. I think it's pretty. It's a pretty page, and it will be really pretty with you know, when you start finishing it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta have just that little bit more over there. Okay,
So y'all come back
what?
Thursday and we're gonna play some more on these.
Yes,
And hopefully by the time Thursday's over, we will actually have some
some
postcards
postcards.
we can send out.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure Hannah's art counts as a fibs art because she's not in the box.
Oh well,
So I'll still
that's
be
all
willing to
right.
swap postcards with somebody
Yeah.
or several somebodies. But I think it'd be all right to have several of them in your box too. I mean, in
Well,
your
that's nice
journal.
in your journal. Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
I would
this is
probably end up with some extra pages anyways because I have been the couple of things I've done are combined. Let me see if I can rephrase that. I have I have combined prompts on a page. So if that makes sense. So the pages, I don't need a whole bunch of pages because I've put I put 3 or 4 prompts on a page. If that makes any sense at all, I don't know.
yeah. I don't. Most of my pages, I haven't done any pages this year, but I only did 10 sheets of paper.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's
that's
about all.
40 pages.
Yeah,
So I'm going to have to do at least two and three on a page.
yeah.
But I like combining them anyway. I think it's fun to try to figure out how.
Well, sometimes I just stick them on the page.
Well, I've done that too. She's a fib of a fib. Okay.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, Mariah, we're talking about for Janet Young's scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
I have done 0
Oh,
videos on it.
Barbara's leaving. Bye, Barbara.
Bye, Barbara.
Okay, let's see here.
Bye bye, Brenda. Glad you came.
Okay, I'm gonna.
20 things on one page, Mariah. I would like to see that. That would be fun.
Woo!
Of
That's
course, I'm sure
fun.
your pages are bigger than mine.
Yeah. Um. Okay, this is that one.
Ooh, I
It's
like it.
just a background so far. Like I said, that's gonna end up cut up, so that ought to work. While I pick mine up, Lisa, do you want to show what you got
Alrighty.
done? I
Well,
don't
there's
know that.
that much of that one. And here's this one where I put the green ink
I love the green ink on that one.
on it. And then,
Mariah's going to post it in Fibsville. That's
oh,
awesome.
good. And this one, I used black ink and I only used the script stamp on this one. So there's my three pages that will eventually be 18 postcards.
Yeah. See, and it makes it easy to get a background down for a postcard if you do it. I had to clean up. I had Mod Podge all over my table. I kind of
Brenda has a postcard that Beth made her. Yay!
Yay!
Beth makes good postcards.
Yay, that works. Okay, let me see
You can
here.
go back to you now.
Yeah, I'm going to. I had to kind of clean up my table, so I was just. This is one background, and you can still see through that paper for right now, but that's okay by me. I don't care. But that's kind of wet, so then this is the other one. So I got 3 backgrounds made, and then I've got some napkins on some.
Oh, I want to see those too.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, good.
I'm not gonna pick all of the pink ones up though because they're sticky. Um, just a minute. Let me get you closer. I really like how that napkin came out though. That pink napkin on there.
That one just needs some ink and some words, and it's done.
Yeah, I think so. Um, then there's this one, and I
Ooh,
almost think the same with that.
I agree. Yeah.
This one I don't like as much, but that's I also think though that maybe some ink and some words will do it.
Yeah, and I think when you cut off the extra, you'll like it better.
Yeah, I do too. Because it's extra right here.
Yeah.
And if I put the words in up there, that should.
Yeah, I think you'll like it better once that's done too. Oh, I love
And
that one.
I really love this one. And honestly, just some ink and some words would finish this one up.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, they were all little pieces of napkins. I don't know whether it was when we made our napkin book or just what, but I've got little chunks of napkin
Uh-huh.
that I've taken pieces out of, and I when I was going through my scrap box, then I was like, okay, if I pile all these napkins together, maybe I can, figure a way to use them.
Yeah,
And,
I love the napkin idea. I may have to make me another one of these with with just book pages so I can put napkins on it.
well, and
I mean,
I've
I
got
could
tons.
technically do this one that way, I think, and it might be okay, but with these florals, it wouldn't be as good.
It might not be as good, yeah. Um, I've got tons of, pieces of book paper. So
Yeah.
it's like I can make backgrounds like that all day long. And like, and this container is just the edges.
Yeah, I've got both of those things too.
Right. So, and then I've got a bunch of these where I did doodles on paper
Oh, those are cute.
on pages where I could, do that and then put the napkin over it,
Uh-huh.
which I think would be cute too.
I do
So,
too. I like that idea.
it's just one of those things where I didn't get to that yet. So, but I could probably do this for a week and, you know, and not use up the scraps in this one little drawer. Because I
Yeah.
guarantee you, it does not look like I used anything. Wait
Yeah,
just a minute.
mine doesn't either.
I mean, it's still full, way full. So, it's definitely not like I used anything up. So, and I've now got it all over everywhere, but well, that's beside the point. And this is the prettiest piece of paper.
That is pretty.
That would be pretty laid over book paper.
It would be, yeah. Yeah, that would be beautiful. A focal point and some words, and you got it done.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So,
And it would just need to be like a bird or something.
yeah,
Focal point.
or
It wouldn't.
a little floral something or
Yeah.
whatever. So, um, so they won't be hard to finish. It's just a matter of having the backgrounds so that
Thanks,
you
Barbara.
can cut them apart. Great stream, you two. Thumbs. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Yes, thumbs would be very, very helpful if y'all don't mind. Thank you, Barbara. Anyways, guys,
We'll see you Thursday on my channel at 2 o'clock Central Time.
We're going to be on Lisa's channel on Thursday. So don't forget to pop over there Thursday. You know what? We ought to put your channel in there. I think most everybody knows your channel, but give me just a second and I'll go fetch it.
Okay. I'll let you because I can't.
Yeah, because you can't.
I mean, I guess if I went and got on YouTube, I could, but.
Yeah, but well, that's kind of what I have to do is get on YouTube to fetch it. But then, okay. This is Lisa's channel. For those, if there's somebody here that hasn't been to Lisa's channel, I just want you to make sure you got it. So, so we'll see you Thursday at Lisa's, 2 o'clock Central Time. Bye, guys. Love you all.
Bye. Love you all.